Have you ever been to Walmart and noticed that it's not quite like other stores? Maybe it's more dirty than average, or the employees don't seem to really care whether or not you're there. Maybe you've been there more than once over the course of several months, and you've probably realized too that you never really see the same person there for more than a few weeks or months. We have too, and we would like to explore why this is occurring through the scope of management. Just as with any other business that isn't as successful as it could be, there isn't just one reason that Walmart has taken on this negative connotation. The first reason, in our opinion, is rooted in its management design, where Walmart uses the matrix design structure. That's when an employee has two bosses. This gives each employee two potentially different or even conflicting answers to every question, leading to an abundance of confusion among workers. It's easy to see how in a massive multinational company such as Walmart, that this style of management is wrong for the application. Employees should be able to easily access any information that will help them to do their jobs better. On the topic of employees performing better on the job, we believe that the overall cleanliness of stores is linked to the management issue because employees are confused and unsure of what to do. In fact, Greg Foran, the CEO of Walmart from August 2014 to November of 2019, noted years ago that the company needed to clean up its stores and so far has done nothing about it. This huge concern has hardly been mentioned by executives of the company, when even the CEO of the company at the time has come out and said that there needs to be change and nothing's happened. Until these two issues are addressed, we don't believe that there is going to be any way for the company to regain their once good reputation.
Okay, next we'll be moving on into the SWOT analysis for Walmart. So their strengths include their sheer size, their low cost, and their resource allocation. So by far the greatest strength is their size. It creates a huge competitive advantage for them and makes them much less vulnerable to threats. Despite having the business model being a low-cost retailer, they're able to lead competitors in revenue, employee performance, locations, and then moving on to their resource allocation. Walmart has strategically set up their distribution facilities or warehouses, which provide locations, that are accessible from all over the country. And in 2020, the franchise set aside space in all of its distribution centers to create pop-up e-commerce distribution centers, which were meant to help handle the volume of all the e-commerce orders, your online orders. And then also they invest their money in innovating its information systems, which are a very valuable tool for the company to stay efficient and profitable. Then their weaknesses are kind of, discussed throughout this whole project. Their cleanliness is one of our main problems, and then their management is also one of the main problems. But also we added a clientele in here, so let's break those down a little bit more. So their cleanliness, they are, Walmart is kind of known as the laughing stock of all retail stores for being kind of the most dirty, so there's nothing really to say about that. I mean, they are clearly just the most dirty retail store out there. Another weakness is that the general management, they use outdated styles of management. It doesn't fit into today's society. And then along with the cleanliness, we added the clientele because, when you think of Walmart people, it's usually low income or poverty stricken people that, higher class people might think less of, and that creates kind of a prejudice that people that make more money do not shop at Walmart. Okay, and then moving on to the opportunities and threats. So the opportunities are job specialization, get better quality, and more clean. So an update to the management to allow for workers to work more efficiently, allow for branches to need fewer people in management, which is always great. We talked about that matrix structure. You don't want two bosses constantly looming over you. And then cleanliness, tidiness, if they fix that, can lead to an increase in foot traffic. Understandably, like I was saying, people don't really want to go to dirty stores. And it'll also, if a clean store, people will want to go there, and it'll show that the store is trying to be more efficient. On to the threats. So the threats are their competitors, such as Costco, Meijer, Kroger, all those. Let's see, prices and online sales. So yeah, Walmart is the biggest grocery retail in America, but they have a lot of competition with, Kroger, Target, Costco. So if these competitors spot weakness in management and they prove they have a more updated management style, they could slowly steal Walmart's customers, even though their prices are slightly higher. And then, for all the online stuff, and Amazon clearly is one of the biggest competitors for all of those stores right now, because especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, people aren't exactly going out, so they're ordering all their stuff to be delivered to their house. And plus, sometimes there's better sales, or the opportunity cost is better for people who just don't want to leave their house. Maybe why waste the gas when you could just pay shipping and not have to spend time at the store. And we feel like that's a big threat to Walmart, and not even just Walmart, even their competitors.
As discussed earlier, the two main weaknesses we have identified are Walmart's problems having a traditional management style and their stores not being very clean, which has a major effect on clientele. Any company in today's business atmosphere has recognized the need for an upgraded managerial style, specifically into modern management. A writer at Forbes has summed up the situation quite well, with Walmart saying that the big organization needs to become more sophisticated in the best practices for organizational chain management. But Walmart still clings onto a traditional management style that is meant for small businesses and has many drawbacks, like it leaves very little feedback for employees, and the employees don't feel like they have any power or input on what's going on. And also this traditional management style depends on managers' knowledge and skills and expertise to have an effect on the store. And so a main way that Walmart can improve this managerial style is with a benchmarking tactic. And so they can look at large stores that are very successful, like Kroger and Costco, and look deeply into that, into their managerial styles. And they can adapt more modern management by kind of becoming more sophisticated in their best practices for chain management. This solution is not meant to say that they should completely take over what Kroger or Costco is doing. Instead, they should take bits and pieces of it. For instance, with Costco, they have implemented something where their managers go on the floor and help out in very busy times in the holiday season. And so Costco can kind of see, their managers can see what's going on and maybe what they need to help with, or what they might need to change, and kind of get in that face-to-face interaction. So I still think that Walmart can use a degree of a theory X management, which is kind of, they need to look over their employees' shoulders, because all employees can't be completely trusted. There needs to be some type of management that looks to oversee, but definitely more interaction with employees is a must when they change to modern management. And the second issue that we have obviously talked about is the store's problem of cleanliness. Their CEO has identified this in 2017 as a major problem, but they have still yet to kind of grasp it and take it on, in my opinion, in my groups. But we have come up with a couple ideas that could be implemented to really help with the store's cleanliness. And that first implementation should definitely be to bring their employees on board with the mission and the goal of the store to bring or provide fresh, kind of cheaper products to a wide range of customers. That absolutely needs to be believed by the employee, and the employee needs to have that individual power to think that what they are doing and their job is kind of affecting the wide range of the store and is really helping out the community. Another a solution that can be brought forth to make the stores more clean is incentivizing employees, maybe to take that extra step, go the extra mile to kind of do their job a little bit better, clean up the shelves a little bit better. If they see something that's kind of knocked over, they can go pick it up. And many workers have complained about insufficient healthcare and low wages. Walmart can fix that first, and employees will definitely help out their stores even better. Another obvious solution is that Walmart must set aside money to make their stores a bit more clean. This could mean hiring more employees to start up the cleaning process or janitors later at night. But setting a budget for these things must be made by Walmart, and this will pay off because once the stores are more clean, they will attract a higher class of customer, and they will pay for more expensive high-end products, which definitely have a larger margin profit ratio that will bring in more profits for the company. So overall, Walmart should take action now by changing to a modern management style and push to make their stores more clean, because every day they're losing profits not doing these things.
It's been established that there are many problems with Walmart as a franchise, mainly their management style and the cleanliness of the store. Now it's time to talk about the action my group and I have discussed and what we believe would be a good plan to enact within Walmart as a franchise. First, it is crucial for the franchise to rework the structure of their management teams. This helps with many things like creating a positive work environment by helping the employees feel less stressed and many other things. With that, they should consider hiring new employees that will stick around and be with the franchise for a while. This would help relieve pressure off of current employees because the staff would be larger, then allowing work to be evenly dispersed. It's important to try and find new employees who would be committed to the franchise because that would help build a loyal staff within the Walmart franchise, which would reflect positively on the customers because they would feel like they knew some of the staff, making them more comfortable in the store in general. This would also keep the store a little bit tidier because each employee would have a manageable amount of tasks they were responsible for every single day, rather than the daunting list they're given day in and day out in the current situation Walmart is in. Another thing that would help the company succeed is improving their online-based shopping. They offer online shopping, but it isn't as user-friendly as some of their other competitors. This would really help them gain a competitive advantage against their other competitors. The last thing the company should try to do is give more performance reviews to the employees. This only helps them understand what they need to do to better themselves, but it also helps them not feel so stressed when a supervisor comes to review them because there would be a better relationship between the two of them if they interacted more often than they do currently.
Surveys are going to be a key element in evaluating the effectiveness of our action plan. We will use employee surveys to determine if the updated management system we are implementing is effective and having a positive effect on the employees and how they feel satisfied with their work and overall just how they are enjoying their job. And if their responses are negative for whatever reason, we would just need to reevaluate the plan and figure out what parts need to be tweaked in order to make the customer feel, the employee feel better in their job. And a similar thing kind of goes with the customer surveys. Those surveys will be more focused at looking at the effectiveness of the newly cleaned stores and the improved cleanliness of the stores and how that is affecting how the customer views the stores. So we'll use that to evaluate whether or not the customers are noticing the differences in the stores or if there's still more we could do or if what we're doing is just overall having a positive effect on the Walmart stores and the customers. And then we will also be using looking at employee turnover rates both before the implementation of our plan and after to see if there has been any difference. Ideally, after the implementation of our new updated management plan, there would be a lower turnover rate, and Walmart would be able to maintain more of its employees and build more loyal employees to the store. Customer retention is another good indicator of how well Walmart is maintaining its stores and the cleanliness of its stores. The higher the customer retention rate, the better. It would indicate that our clean stores are bringing in either bringing in more customers, or customers are deciding to continue to come back to our stores because we have improved the cleanliness of them. And overall, it would build more loyal customers to Walmart. If that is not the case and our retention rates drop, then we can reference back to the customer surveys and figure out what we did wrong and what still needs to be improved upon to maintain the customer retention. And so overall, looking at employee turnover rates, and the customer retention rates are going to be the three key elements in determining the success and effectiveness of our plan for Walmart.